How to make them miss you. 5 new steps that always work. It's based on the law of attraction. Hi everyone, Robert ZINK, your miracle mentor and alchemy success coach. And today we are soaring high like a big, beautiful eagle. We're always flying in the direction of your dreams and goals. And here's my beautiful golden eagle. It was given to me by my beautiful wife, and I enjoy wearing it because it reminds me to keep soaring, to keep raising myself to my highest potential. And that's what this channel is all about. Thank you for subscribing. Remember to click the bell icon. Also, want to remind you, this is very important, you can now claim your 30 minutes of miracle mentoring and alchemy success coaching absolutely free. There's no gimmick. Find out what a mentoring program can mean for your life. Visit us at lawofattractionsolutions.com. So have you noticed that your specific person is not calling you like they used to call you in the morning to wake you up? Good morning. Now they're not doing it, or they're not calling you in the evening, or they just seem like they're pulling away a little bit. And even if you are in a relationship, has your relationship kind of gone cold? Has it kind of died down? It's like somebody poured a little water on the fire. Is it that your specific person, the one that you are in a relationship with, just doesn't show you any love anymore? We're going to take care of that in this video. You see, a lot of times people will say, all I need is some space. But keep in mind that oftentimes what they're really saying is, I need to pull away a little bit. And sometimes when they're ignoring you and ghosting you, it's because the relationship is lacking that sparkle, that magnetism, that pizzazz that it once had. And of course, the worst of all, I just need time off. Don't bug me for a while. Just leave me alone. Don't talk to me. I just need time off. Are you running into that as well? So what do you do? How do you handle this? Well, I'm going to help you right now. So just get focused and listen. This is important because it's about your relationship. Number 1, don't ask him or her what's wrong. I know something is wrong. You feel it and you sense it. But the worst thing you can do right now is ask them what's wrong. High flyers, when you ask someone what's wrong, it's kind of chasing. It's kind of a neediness. You want them to give you an answer so you can go, okay, you're just worried about that. That's what you really want. And it may be deeper than that. And the more you ask them what's wrong, the more they tend to pull away. So as they are pulling away, I know you want to keep asking them what's wrong. You want to call them more. You want to text them more. You want to give them more attention. But that's opposite of law of attraction, because law of attraction says we attract what we are, not what we want. So we don't go out chasing. We draw them to us. Sometimes the best thing you can say is to say nothing. I know it's hard for some of you, but just say nothing. You see, the more you ask them what's wrong, the more you chase them, the more you start emailing them and texting them, guess what? That starts arguments and it starts irritation, and they pull away even more. And so you are literally pushing them away. So what do? I mean, Robert, what do I do then? You focus on vibration. Everything is vibration. Everything. It all comes down to vibration, including and especially relationships. Do you remember how they used to treat you? How they used to give you extra attention, call you in the morning, call you in the evening, spend extra time with you, touch you more often? Do you remember that? Start reliving that over and over and over again in your mind. Don't focus on what you're seeing in the 3D. Focus on what's going on in your inner reality and recreate it. You remember how they used to treat you, then relive it in present tense, in present moment, as if they are treating you that way now. The way you see them and feel them treating you is the way they will treat you. But you got to believe it, and you got to invest in it, and you have to do it often. High flyers, focus on your own vibration. Get out and start journaling every evening. What was your day like? Where was your vibration at? What could you have done differently? What will you do differently tomorrow? What are your affirmations? What are you focused on? Focus on your own vibration. Rise to become the highest version of you. So also, high flyers, it's important not to worry, because as you start worrying, I'm worrying about why they don't talk to me, why they're not calling me, why I'm not getting as much attention. As you worry, you attract, what do you attract more of? Write it down below. You attract more worry. So don't worry. Negativity always attracts negativity. And worry is a negative energy. It doesn't accomplish anything. It doesn't do anything. Rather, try this. Take a step back and give them space before they ask for space. In other words, when you notice that their behavior is changing, back off. You be the first to take that big step back. They'll feel it. They'll miss your presence. They'll wonder where you're at. They'll miss your vibration. You see, by you taking that big step back, that puts you back on the pedestal, and they start chasing you rather than you following them around the house or texting them, asking them what's wrong, and worrying and wanting and needing. Nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to lose what they believe they already have. That's why people put locks on their house and they have locks on their car, because they already have things and they don't want to lose them. So he or she already believes they have you. And because they believe they have you, they believe that they can take time off, they can pull away, they can ghost, they can treat you with kind of a cold touch. Do you see what I'm saying? Because they believe they already have you. When they believe that they could lose you, then the story begins to change. So high flyers, number 2 is allow them to communicate to you first, rather than you chasing them, asking them what's wrong, talk to me, speak to me, open up to me, that kind of stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Stop asking them over and over again, how are you doing? Is everything okay? Unless of course you're walking with a limp or something, then you're asking about their physical condition. Again, it's important that you know and you believe that you are the one, and allow them to come closer to you and start opening up to you when the time is right. Well, number 3 is just say no. What do I mean by just say no? I mean, focus on your life, on your journey, on your destiny, on what's important to you. And don't cancel plans that you have because they want to see you, because they want to spend time with you. Or if the two of you are living together, if they say, hey, all of a sudden, I know Thursday night is the night that you go out with your friends, but let's get together tonight and talk about something. No, just say no. How about next week? I'm taking off for the weekend too with my friends. So why don't you contact me or call me or text me and let me know whether Tuesday's okay? Do you see? Don't be so available. Just say no. Let me give you an example. I had this client. This guy would come over. Sometimes he'd bring a pizza, sometimes not. And then they would have sex together. And then he would leave. And she says, Robert, I want more of a relationship than that. I mean, I like that, but I want more than that. So she started saying no. And then one day he called up and said, hey, why don't we go out to dinner tonight? And he took her out to dinner. And then they went to a movie and he dropped her off and didn't ask to come inside. And that happened, 2, 3, 4 times. They went different places, did different things. And he didn't try to just turn it into a sexual connection. And after about the 4th time, she invited him in. Why don't you come in? You don't need to drive all the way home. And they spent the night together. And in the morning, he made a commitment to her. He said, let's live together. Let's spend our life together. Let's be together. And she called me. I was so excited. I mean, I was like jumping out of my skin because she said no. By saying no to small things, you're saying yes to the big thing, a committed relationship filled with passion and love. It's important, high flyers, that you're not available to them all the time on their terms. It has to be on your terms. You're the one on the pedestal. You are the one on the pedestal. And this is basic law of attraction. Once you understand where you place your value is when you place it on yourself, you start attracting more of what you desire. Number 4, have the talk only when he or she is ready and suggests a talk. So what do I mean by the talk? Well, maybe there is a talk that he or she needs to have with you. And if they say, I need more space, say, great. You got all the space you want. Not a problem. I wish you well. Okay, don't chase. Don't beg. But also be clear and concise about what you expect in a relationship going forward. And number 5, be willing to attract someone or something else even better. I know you don't want to hear that one. But Robert, I just want Jimmy. That's all I want is Jimmy. I don't want no one else. Okay, but there might be some. Look at, you can't even see around the corner. The universe can see everything. And when you connect to higher source energy, you tap into that energy. And that energy goes to work for you. And it knows what you deeply desire, the deepest desires in your heart. You see, if you say, I only want Jimmy, period, that's it for the rest of my life, then Jimmy has a huge advantage because he knows that you're always there and you're always waiting. But if you say, I'm open to an incredible, committed relationship with Jimmy or Janet or whoever it is, but I'm also open to something better too. If the universe brings me something better, I'm open to it. Then you take away that, I'm trying to think of the word, you take away that neediness. You no longer are a victim. You are attracting deep down what your soul craves. You get the idea? This or something better. And I think it's important that you focus nightly on the wish fulfilled and not necessarily with your specific person, though that could be important too, but with the feeling that you desire to feel from another human being and the kind of connection you desire to have and the way that person looks and the way they carry themselves and the way they treat you. Focus on that every night. Now, most of the time it will be your specific person, but sometimes it will be someone even better. For me, it was someone even better, my beautiful wife, Rachel. I can't imagine anything better than her. There you go. Okay? There you go. That's how it works. You open yourself up to your greatest potential and possibilities. Accept nothing less than the love and the commitment that you deserve and you desire, and you will have it. I believe that. Okay, here's a video I put aside for you to help you with your specific person. I know you'll want to watch it. It's coming up next.